It can be quite frustrating if you cannot differentiate between if the market is trending or if the market is not trending. So actually, it's in fact it's actually very frustrating, right? I remember back in the day, I just wanted to enter in the market. I didn't even care if the market is trending or not. I just wanted to see an entry. As long as I see that a candlestick is green, I'll just enter right there and then, right? But there is actually a difference between a trending market and what and a consolidating market, right? And if you can differentiate between the two, you begin to even question yourself if trading is actually even meant for you, right? So don't worry because today I got you because this indicator right here that I've installed over here it is at least going to help you if you're just beginning trading and if you cannot differentiate between if the market is trending or if it is not, right? So watch to the end so that you can benefit the most from this video because there are some tricks that I'm going to be sharing with you on how you actually use this indicator, right? So I know that you don't like studying, right? So I've done the studying for you, right? And I've just researched and I found this indicator so that it can help you, right? After a certain number of trials and error, right? I found that's the perfect indicator for you guys, right? So the indicator that we're going to be using over here is actually the ADX, right? The average movement directional index, right over here, average directional movement index, right? So that's what we're going to be using, right? So the settings are as follows, right? The period is 14, the style is what we're going to be using blue, that's the blue line on our chart, right? Then the positive DI is white, the negative DI is white again, but you can just use the color of your background. I'm using white because white, that's my background, right? If your background is black, you can use black also, right? And then for the levels right over here, take note over here. For the levels, we're going to be using what? Level 25, and I labeled it consolidating. You can label it consolidation or even remove the label because you know what that line will stand for, right? But over here, right, that's when you have to do just a bit of research. Just look at the charts, zoom in the charts, and you will be able to see exactly which period is the best, right? Because you can have, if I'm trading V100 or V10, right, I can use the period of 14, right? But if I'm trading V25, I can use a certain period, right? But just use a period that's best for you, right? You can just study a little bit, just do a little bit of backtesting, see which period is best for the pair that you're actually trading, right? So that you change the period or you edit the level over here. Just do a bit of research to see the best level that will be for the pair that you are trading. That's where you just have to do a little bit of research. I've already done the hard part for you about finding this indicator. I've done the most boring part, right? Because I did trial and error for each and every indicator, right? So how does this indicator actually work, right? So first of all, right, you don't take an entry, right, when the ADX, the blue line, right, if it is below the level 25, right, below the level 25 or it's just hovering around level 25, right, but if it's below the level 25, there's no entry there. Why? Because that's when the market will be consolidating, as you can see over here, right? Like, let me actually use this pointer, right? So from this point over here, right, though I encourage that you actually be able to tell just by the naked eye because indicators are quite slow. Indicators are quite slow, but don't take an entry when the ADX below the level 25, right? That's the first rule, right? Because it's actually consolidating from the example that you can see, right? Then the second rule, when you don't enter again, don't take an entry when the ADX is pointing downwards, right? Because let me explain why in a bit, right? Because okay, let's look at this example over here, right? As you can see, when the ADX is pointing straight up, right? That's when you've got what? That's when you've got a trend, right? That's when the market is trending, right? And when it points down a little bit, right? That's when you anticipate what? A reversal. You can have a reversal, right? You can have a small consolidation, right? Or the market isn't just trending up, as you can see over here, it's moving up, but in a slow consolidating manner, right? So you don't enter when the market is what? Is below the level 25. If the ADX is below the level 25, or if the ADX is pointing downwards, right? So that's the two first tips that I'm sharing that you are going to find very useful when using this indicator, right? But it's actually quite easy because there are only three types of trends in the market, right? Say the uptrend, right? Or there's a downtrend, or it's moving sideways. Those are the only three trends that you'll be able to see in the market. If there's any other, leave them in the comment section down below, and I would like to know about that, right? But that's generally all the trends that we have got in the market, right? So you actually have to do a bit of research just to know what if the market is trending by the naked eye without using any indicators. It will make life very much easier for you, right? To know just to see if the market is trending or not. That will help you because actually using indicators isn't quite good for you, right? Okay, but and you've got no choice and you're just starting, it's better if you use this indicator, right? Because it will help you filter some trades because you don't have to enter the market each and every time, right? So let's take for example over here, right? And if you actually want to use the ADX for your entries, right? There's a video that I posted before, right? Just before this video, you can check it out. You can we've got the entries part also on that, right? And this code part also, right? But I think I'll make a video that's just for entries when using this indicator, right? And I think I'll actually make a video for entries using on boom and crash using this indicator again, right? But not the blue one, but the entries part, the red and the green, the positive and the negative, the DI that we put the color for our background earlier, right? But that's not for video for the day, right? So right over here, how do you enter, right? So this is actually just to tell if the market is trending or not. It's no indicators over here. It's no, sorry, there's no entries over here, right? So as you can see, the previously the market was trending. It was trending downwards. That's why the ADX was above the level 25. And when it pointed downwards, as you can see, there was just a small consolidation. And after that consolidation, there's a straight up reversal, right? So that's why I was saying don't enter when the ADX is pointing downwards, because let's say you just entered over here, just saying the market will consolidate and continue downwards, right? And as you can see, after that small reversal, it started trending again as it was above the level 25, trending, sorry, above the level 25, and it was an uptrend, right? So that's why you don't enter if the ADX is below the level 25 or if it's pointing downwards, right? Just enter when it's pointing up, right? Or just some over here when it's pointing up. But for entries, you can use some other indicators that you're already using, or any other entry confirmation that you're using, right? And as you can see, when it started trending up, the ADX was above the level 25, so it was safe to enter that trade, right? And when it pointed downwards again, as you can see, that's when it did a reversal, and when it's below the level 25, it's consolidating, right? And over here again, when it pointed up, you've got straight up trade, right? So that's how simple this actually is. You can actually try it out on demo first before you go live, right? And leave after trying out on demo, leave a comment in the comment section down below so that it can help the algorithm, so that this indicator can help other people, so that this video reaches other people, so that it can help them. Also leave a like in the comment. Also leave a like and just a comment. And if you haven't subscribed, I really like it if you consider subscribing, right? So that's out of the way, right? Right over here. So let me use this. Yeah, right over here, when it's pointing up, straight up trade, pointing downwards is a reversal, right? So when you see it starting pointing downwards, just anticipate a reversal, a pullback, or something like that. And when it pointed up again, it started trending again, right? So if you see that the ADX is just going up, small reversal, it's not coming back to the below the level below the level 25, like over here, right? Like it was doing over here. It's just ranging above level 25. It shows that the market is actually truly trending in that direction, like it was over here, right? But when it's continuously coming back below the level 25, like it's over here, like it's doing over here, as you can see, the market is actually choppy, very ugly. I wouldn't want to enter over there, right? So that's all that I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a like, right? Actually, the last tip is subscribe to this channel, because I'm actually going to be dropping some more bangers that I'm going to help you in the market, right? So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you.